In the hush between heartbeats, there is a silence the living rarely hear, a stillness not of emptiness, but of waiting, gentle, patient, endless. It is said that when the last breath leaves the body and the eyes close for the final time, a shadow steps forward, not to claim but to guide. That shadow is Anubis, the jackal-headed god, guardian of the dead, protector of the lost. Long ago, before the first tomb was built, before the names of gods were carved into stone, there was only the desert, vast, golden, and eternal. The people of the Nile feared the wilderness, for it devoured without sound, hiding what it took beneath shifting sands. And yet, among those sands walked one who did not belong to either the living or the dead. Anubis, tall, silent, his eyes gleaming gold beneath a black jackal's head. He wandered between the graves and the horizon, a lone sentinel watching over those who could no longer speak. To mortals, death was mystery. To Anubis, it was duty, and duty to him was sacred. They say he was born of the goddess Nephthys, hidden in secret and wrapped in darkness. Some say he was conceived in sorrow, others in mercy, the child of shadow and compassion intertwined. But whatever his origin, he grew to embody the space between worlds. He did not hunger nor tire. He did not seek worship or fear. He simply served as guardian, embalmer, and guide. It was Anubis who taught humans how to care for their dead. He showed them how to anoint the body, how to wrap it in linen, and how to speak the prayers that would help a soul find its way. For he knew that death was not an ending, only a passage. When the body rested, he whispered to the spirit, "Do not fear, the journey begins now." In those days, the underworld was not yet ruled by Osiris. It was Anubis who kept its gates, weighing the hearts of the dead against the feather of truth. He did this with perfect balance, neither mercy nor cruelty, only truth. When a soul approached, he would look upon it quietly, his golden eyes seeing not the face, but the weight within. On the scales he placed a feather light, pure, eternal. Then he placed the heart beside it. If the heart was lighter than the feather, the soul passed safely into the fields beyond death, where sunlight and green valleys awaited. But if the heart was heavy, burdened by deceit or cruelty, it was devoured by Amit, the devourer of souls, and vanished into nothingness. Anubis did not rejoice nor mourn either fate. He was not there to judge, only to keep balance. When Osiris later descended into death and rose as lord of the underworld, it was Anubis who bowed first. He offered his throne and stepped aside without bitterness, taking instead the role of guide and protector of tombs. He became the watcher of passage, the whisper in the dark that says, "You are not alone." Even the other gods respected his silence. While Ra burned through the sky and Set raged in the storms, Anubis moved unseen. A stillness beneath the noise, a calm beneath chaos. Mortals feared the dark, but to Anubis, it was comfort. He knew every grain of sand, every chamber where a loved one was laid to rest. When they prayed for protection, it was he who listened. When they left offerings, bread, oil, or flowers, it was he who accepted them in quiet gratitude. And when thieves dared to disturb the resting places of the dead, it was Anubis who came to them in dreams, not as vengeance, but as warning. His presence filled their sleep with the scent of desert wind and the sound of rustling linen. Many woke weeping, never daring to return. Some say that even now, when the moon is high and the sands shift underfoot, you can see him walking at the edge of sight, tall, still, his eyes faintly glowing. He carries a staff, and sometimes he pauses, as though listening to something only he can hear. Perhaps the cry of a lost soul. Perhaps the memory of a prayer whispered long ago. To see him is not to see death, but to glimpse peace. For his work is not destruction, but care. There is a story told among the priests of old, of a woman who died far from home, her body lost to the desert. Her spirit wandered, unable to find the gates of the afterlife. She called out to the gods, but none answered, until she heard footsteps in the sand. Anubis appeared before her, silent as shadow. "Why do you weep?" he asked. "I am forgotten," she said. "There is no one to bury me." He knelt and touched her brow. "You are not forgotten," he whispered. "The desert remembers." And with his touch, the sand rose and covered her gently, forming a tomb shaped by wind and starlight. Then he guided her spirit home. It is said that no soul walks alone. When a heart ceases to beat, Anubis takes its hand. He leads it through the long night, across rivers, through silence, past memories that shimmer like stars. He waits until fear fades, until the spirit sees the first light of the world beyond. Only then does he let go. And in that moment, his golden eyes soften. He has done his duty once more. He is the unseen comfort, the patient watcher, the black jackal on the tomb who never leaves his post, the whisper at the edge of dreams that says, "Rest now, you are safe." When mortals gaze upon the pyramids, they think of kings and eternity. But Anubis does not dwell there. He walks the spaces in between, the narrow corridors, the silence under stone, the desert stretching into night. His kingdom is not grandeur, but stillness, not power, but peace. For even gods of death can be kind, and even endings can be gentle. The night deepens, the stars shimmer faintly above the sands. Somewhere unseen, a figure walks, quiet, eternal, and faithful. The guardian of the lost, the keeper of the passage, the one who waits without fear.